Reacher Season 3, Episode 8, Unfinished Business, on Prime Video, wraps up the thrilling but occasionally slow third season in grand fashion. Reacher Season 3 lost some of its footing and momentum in the second half after an amazing first episode, especially with its slow Reacher Season 3, Episode 7. Fortunately, the majority of the Season 3 finale was exciting, captivating, and nearly unbelievably fulfilling. Zachary Beck joins forces with Reacher, Duffy, and Villanueva to save his likable but weak kid, but he ends up being more of a victim than a real Reacher Season 3 villain. In contrast to many of their other encounters, which have been emotionally charged and aggressive, it's good to see Duffy and Reacher working together at last. Duffy's one-dimensionality and passive aggression make her my choice for the worst Reacher sidekick of the series thus far, even though I liked her no-nonsense attitude in Season 3. The wait was worthwhile for Reacher's final confrontation with Paulie. After weeks of agonizing waiting, Reacher and Paulie finally fight like men with an amazing and inventive combat sequence. Paulie's underutilization and prolonged sizzling on the back burner is Reacher Season 3's worst tragedy. Thankfully, Paulie and Reacher's battle in the finale results in some of the season's greatest moments right away. The original conclusion of Lee Child's Persuader novel is enhanced by the deft inclusion of Neagley as an undercover waitress in the last episode. Toward the start of the episode, poor Villanueva stood no real chance against one of Quinn's men. He survived the season, which is shocking. One of the highlights of Reacher Season 3 must be Reacher escaping a chain-link noose and approaching Paulie with a garden rake, right in the middle of the Paulie versus Reacher fight. The action sequence was made more exciting by the underwater aspects of Paulie and Reacher's confrontation, which also served as the ideal means of ostensibly killing Paulie. It felt like Reacher had finally met his equal as he reappeared to put an end to it definitively in his security hut, equipped with a wicked machine gun. Reacher's brief confrontation with Quinn left me wanting more. Beck had Quinn exactly where he wanted him, but a cruel twist of events left him weakened, dying in a way that was somewhat selfless, and re-establishing his bond with his son at the earliest opportunity. When Quinn shoots and kills Beck with a dozen shots in the last minutes of Reacher Season 3, he is incredibly terrifying and ought to have given him a more honorable demise. It would have been much more fulfilling if Reacher had actually held Quinn accountable for what he did to Lieutenant Dominique Cole. But Neagley's addition with a dead hand grenade was satisfying and only made her character more cool. In his last moments on Earth, his resemblance to Dominique appears to overcome Quinn's forgetfulness. Nevertheless, if Quinn had spoken after recalling Lieutenant Cole, it would have been more convincing. He chose to accept his fate by being shot in the face with a shotgun point blank.